Good day, everyone. Our group, composed of Arde, Calanog, Garjan, Gabay, Libuna, Mangaba, and Villaverde, are tasked to discuss the disruption of business models under the special internet topics. The disruption of business models established in the 20th century were most notably predicted to impact the fields of finance, entertainment, publishing, and education. However, this topic was not discussed under one specific theory or prediction, but as a summation of all the prediction's findings. Hence, under the instruction of Dr. Atienza, our group was tasked to focus only on two theories of our choosing, as presented on the slide, that elaborated on the disruption of business models.
Celia Pierce, an associate professor of digital media at the Georgia Institute of Technology, predicts that the gap between rich and poor will continue to widen. This prediction aligns with the report of World Economic Forum 2024. It appears that the economic disparity is indeed growing, as statistics revealed that 60% of the world population have grown poorer this year. According to the World Bank Group 2024, for the first time this century, half of the 75 most vulnerable nations in the world are witnessing their income disparity with the richest economies. Moreover, Robert Cannon, internet law and policy expert, anticipates the disruption of the economy since there will be less job opportunities for humans as the field of robotics, automation, and internet advance rapidly. Similarly, Alison Alexander, a professor at the Grady College of Journalism and Mass Communication at the University of Georgia, also wrote that technological advancements will cause threats to employment. Both visions coincide with the research of the Mercy et al. 2024. Their study reveals that AI is already impacting the labor market since the demand for online freelancers continues to decrease. Employers are choosing to just utilize ChatGPT for writing and coding instead of hiring actual employees. Statistics show that 14% of the working class has already been replaced by AI, reported by Howarth 2024.
Alexander's predictions on entertainment reflected the direction of the industry in 2024. Remote work and virtual socialization have significantly increased, especially post pandemic, with platforms like Zoom and social media facilitating these connections. Widespread global access to entertainment has improved, and merged devices, such as smartphones and smart TVs, now serve as all in one entertainment hubs, aligning with Alexander's vision. However, as anticipated, there are increased privacy and security threats. How user data is collected and utilized continue to spark debates. Shifts in power structures have also created challenges, particularly with AI driven content, raising questions about intellectual property and the future of the creative industry. The killer apps, Alexander predicted, have also materialized in social media like TikTok, which has drastically altered the entertainment landscape with its algorithm driven short form content. Meanwhile, the prediction of smoothing differences in affluence is inaccurate because the growth driven by globalization exacerbate gaps in technological capabilities and economic power between nations rather than reduce them. Haythornthwaite's predictions about publishing reflect ongoing transformations in how content is produced. Open access has seen a significant rise, particularly in academic publishing, with many journals transitioning to open models to widen accessibility, impacting scholarly communication and challenging traditional paywall models. The impact is notable in journalism, wherein digital first platforms now dominate, with traditional print media struggling to keep pace. These platforms enable independent journalists to self publish, empowering participatory culture. However, the democratization of content creation also raises concerns about quality and credibility. Furthermore, similar to entertainment, concerns over data privacy and security arises even if they are crucial in content personalization and decision making.
Various predictions or theories on the Internet's impacts on disrupting the business models of education were theorized. Starting from the most general, Varen ultimately envisions that the Internet will be the universal access to all human knowledge. People of all walks of life will be able to access information and education, profoundly impacting the development of mankind. Cheap devices and online education tools will be available to everyone, increasing literacy and numeracy, resulting in a more informed and educated world population. Meanwhile, Schofield similarly predicts it will revolutionize information dissemination by becoming the central means of creating, analyzing, storing, and sharing information in any form that can be digitized. Following this, Vogel also asserted that the base level for educational standards will then rise for the common folk due to the free sharing of information from experts who normally do not have as much reach through online courses or sites such as Wikipedia, compared to only gaining knowledge through traditional and analog ways of learning. While it is true to a certain extent that the average person is able to gain more access to information nowadays, they are just as likely to encounter as much misinformation as well, since its prevalence on the internet is used as tools of propaganda, provocation, and fraudulent manipulation. Hence, some barriers like unequal access to technology and digital literacy hinder our full dependence on technology for learning. This observation of the current situation in 2024 aligns with the prediction of a theory that while literacy rates may reflect improvement through the internet's growing accessibility, people may grow complacent by only learning through its visual resources. Relatively, Holovius' theory foresees that current contemporary ways of traditional education would be supplemented or modified by the internet due to its availability, thereby disrupting or changing the current education model. Current courses, curriculum, and path to a diploma would experience a new wave of alternative methods and learnings on a massive scale never seen before. Likewise, Varus's theory predicted that the future would witness the creation of global learning centers aimed to benefit global development and enhance education, healthcare, and business worldwide with the help of broadband internet. In comparison to 2024, significant advancements in technology such as broadband internet and AI have made access to digital resources more convenient. For example, predictions of a global learning center align with the rise of platforms like Canvas, which are integrated in our education system today. Finally, Bess Provan theorized from a socio-economic perspective that closing the gap between the rich and the poor by accessing education and knowledge through the internet may occur. Another expert similarly anticipated that an advance in online education will reduce education gaps based on income levels. However, a 2024 study counters these predictions, stating that access to digital technologies is actually reduced among low income families and minority groups, resulting in lower academic and educational outcomes. Furthermore, the requirements for 21st century digital literacy skills are also less likely to be developed by those who lack access to digital technology.
These predictions from 10 years ago generally hold true to what we see today. Some predictions given showed the benefits that the internet can provide, while some pointed out the potential threats it might bring. As presented, the gap between the rich and the poor have widened, automation does take away jobs from workers, and the internet can cause isolation. These are just to name a few. On the lighter side, the internet has built a highway for the means of communication. Relevant information can now be easily published and retrieved, and the ways these information are presented have also increased. The double-edged sword of the internet also holds true for healthcare and dentistry. For dental education, we have computer simulators such as Simodont to practice procedures without having to expend consumables. The internet has made publishing and disseminating medical papers and journals easier, being accessible to anyone on the web. And countless information to supplement lectures and learnings are within reach with access to the internet. The downside of this, particularly with the mass communication of information, is that false information can also be easily published, and without fact-checking, can be taken as truth and accurate. This is very evident in social media. Countless health and medical claims are published and deceive social media users. Come to worse, subscribing to such claims might actually cause harm to their health and make them doubt research-based medical information. The future now still remains unsure. Advances in technology and the internet can go in opposite directions, such as what were predicted 10 years ago. But Robert Cannon, one of the respondents in the 2014 study, articulates well the hope of the future's uncertainty. The good news is that the technology that promises to turn our world on its head is also the technology with which we can build our new world. It offers an unbridled ability to collaborate, share, and interact. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. It is a very good time to start inventing the future.